argument.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm muted.
Bean, are we still playing? Are we done?
Alrighty. So, welcome everybody to not session something. Whatever session it is tonight.
That's the announcement that's canceled.
As per the new schedule that we've been, the new bi-weekly schedule, I say new, but it's not really, that I've been trying to keep at since the Battle of Ithaca, we would have to wait another week for another session in Sardonia. However, I just realized this is session 50. No, 49. That's my bad. 49.
Almost there.
Next session is session 50.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Of group 3 at least. Group 4, you have to wait another like 2 sessions.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Kyle?
That's it. PvP,
But-
let's go.
Normally with our new schedule, you'd have to wait a week. But instead, because of some things that will be explained in this session, we are going to have a dedicated session specifically to Arya and Akamaro.
Okay.
As something I've already made very clear to them is going to transpire. So, with that said,
TP game.
yes, Arya and Akamaro are
I'm gonna
going
kill
to
Daddy.
die, and they are not going to partake in anything happening next session.
My fucking
I
best age!
I tried to pitch a
My
backup.
fucking first age!
I tried to pitch a backup character, and Iris said, "No, I'm ejecting you from the campaign after this."
You're banned from the server, actually.
That makes sense.
I
We're
don't
too far in.
recall
You can't have
fucking
extra
any
characters
of
now.
that shit. I don't recall fucking any of that.
We're too far in.
I said it with your
We're-
tone.
Uh-huh.
It was in the subtext.
You know,
This is like the old school D&D where people kill themselves because they got.
have you
ejected
guys
from
seen that like
campaign.
have you guys seen that like that video of this like guy who like talks about his like 40-year-long campaign, but like it's comprised of like multiple groups. It's not a 40-year-long campaign with the same people. It's like it's one world, a ton of groups have been in it, and if you die, and if your character dies, you are ejected from the entire campaign in general, can't come back. It's the equivalent of dying in real life because you can't make a new character.
No. I If was you hoping die for in the
it's
game,
just-
he fucking stabs you.
You know, I was hoping for the first one because if a campaign was going on for 40 years with the same people, I'm like, so who died IRL, bruh? Which one
So
got
who
the
died
pills?
IRL? Crazy.
Got the pills.
You guys are a bunch
Get
of
your pills.
60-year-olds playing D&D together.
Henry, your pills. Get your pills, Henry.
You're
All right,
gonna stop
so-
playing when you turn 40? Is that the plan?
No, heck no.
I'm just saying.
The time that happens.
Like one day that's gonna be normalized.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it won't be considered cult or anything like that.
All right, so where did we leave off last session for the people that weren't here?
I still
Even though
don't
you've
have-
already seen the
Yes.
VOD.
What a clusterfuck.
After
For all the
each-
people watching at home.
For the Braxton.
For the Braxton.
After a spirited discussion about recruiting new allies, we happen to find traces of some malcontents, some fiends within the
Right.
castle. And upon exploring and investigating who it may be, found that we were actively under attack by none other than Zeus and Atlas and Dad, probably a lot of other
My
people.
fucking dad. My
Man, it's a
fucking-
whole reunion up
Mom.
in here. The whole
It's a
family showed up.
Thanksgiving dinner. Oh yeah.
Family reunion. Nothing like a little genocide as a side dish.
As a
Okay,
side,
that's
as a little
that's the actual.
It's more fratricide.
I just realized for some reason the incorrect layer of Atlas was being visible. Fixed it.
I didn't mean.
I
to
can't even zoom out the map all the way. It's so
You're
damn
buffing
big.
me, right? That's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
You're buffing me. Who are you talking
I did
about?
not mean to put that in chat. I have everything's different.
Everything
Trying
is
to read it.
different.
Everything is
Everything's been
different now.
different for a while, my guy.
He's ruined it. We gotta start over.
Hey, I think I got a campaign.
All right. So, with that said, we can get things going right away. So, we last left off with Atlas reigning siege. The rest of the party watches as the doors of the castle are pushed open by these Dzimame, hulking this door slowly open. And towering thousands of feet into the air is the mighty colossus that is Atlas, Mount Olympus. Towers and blocks the sun. As you gaze upon this massive colossus in front of you, a voice tears through the air like thunder. Elysians! Scholars of Ekni! Seldarin! I come for your heads! Thunder rips through the air, muffling distant explosions. As several more hulking demons rise from their clustered buildings. Goristro, these massive orange-furred bull-like demons that tower over the buildingscapes, are scattered across the entire city as they begin to lay siege on the ruins of the city. And Heriar are on red alert, scattering throughout the castle, forming formations along the wall. Cirilla is in a frantic mess, trying to command all of the Heriar. You see Corellin and the rest of the Seldarin court are immediately on high alert, trying to get in contact with the rest of the Seldarin court that is still in Ampharina. Most of the other players are preparing this castle as their own bastion, fortifying the castle of the Titan Council for this oncoming attack from Atlas. But not Akamero and Arya, as a dimension door sends you straight to the front gates, and you watch them hulk open. Demons run amok throughout the city. Atlas directly in front of you. The two of you both begin to hear a voice. At the same time, in the backs of your heads, what matters more? Your friends, or your fabricated need for vengeance? Choose carefully, or not. I know you. Step into the portal. Face me. And then a second voice. If you strike at me, I will cancel this portal. Psst. As a message camp trip, and then a physical voice is heard calling your attention, and you turn to the left in this doorway leading elsewhere into the castle. Leaned up against the wall, arms crossed, gray skin, a bent over as his 9-foot tall, lengthy body can barely fit the door. Wings furled. Your other uncle, Enteros, stands before you.
He ends.
And you would enable the death of your brother, our father?
I enable his bloodlust, and the challenge is very interesting.
That we can agree on.
Then you'll live until he doesn't.
This is the visual for Enteros, by the way. Very harpy-like.
Oh, terrifying.
Oh, you have an image for Enteros?
He
he's
steps
yes,
to the side.
very much so.
He steps to the side and allows passage into the door that he was blocking. From within, you can see the glowing blue arcane of a teleportation circle in the room.
I'm stepping in that.
Most
Okay.
definitely. You stand behind me.
All right.
Oh. I made a promise I intend to keep.
So both of us to the front then, huh?
Indeed.
Don't slow me down.
The two of you
Good.
the two of you step into the portal and are teleported away. Teleported away. And unbeknownst to you as you disappear, Enteros flicks his wrist and the teleportation circle disappears as he flies out the doors and disappears.
Oh, attractive, lovely. Yes.
We're not.
Arya and Akamero. The two of you find yourself immediately blinded by sand, dust that billows in the air around you, red sand that is collected all around you. You can barely see the void black space around this circular arena around you. Akamero, immediately your arcane senses your natural detection of recognition of arcane recognizes a demiplane, though one you are not entirely familiar with. Red sand cakes this circular disc around that you are standing on. Glass shards jut from the sand around this arena. And as this dust billows in the air, it dissipates. And on the edge of the demiplane, you see a single figure. A very familiar figure. Dark exterior, clothed in several different in this rather not so fashionable black fabrics, a hood over his head, a mask that is glowing red with arcane, revealing this skull-like facial mask on his face. Red lightning kind of trickles around his exterior. The very familiar face of your father, Phobos.
Forgot how ugly he was.
Careful, these magics are not his own.
No kidding. Quite powerful indeed.
and those are the last words I say as I go steely-eyed and I make my approach.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You hear him go. You hear him go. Look at you. as he,
You think
My
you get the
God.
monologue? That's a luxury.
all right. So
Talk, whistle while you work.
Talk and
bud.
fight.
it looks like we are immediately jumping into combat.
It only makes sense.
Yep.
We're risking our We're risking our friends' lives to come here and beat his shit in.
Hey, if
You
he's off
sly
his
dog, you got me monologue.
You sly dog.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Ooh.
That's your fucking
Okay.
dad.
I don't think he normally looks like this.
All right.
Have you seen your mom? What are you talking
All
about?
right. Look.
I'm currently a ball of shadow. Or no, I'm not a ball of shadow right now because I can't do things like that. Wow, we get to go first.
Yes.
Surprisingly, you've surprised him.
Wow.
um,
I gotta feel bad about interrupting that monologue.
I'm
how
down.
fucking dare you guys?
The
You
monologue
bastards.
saves us.
It only makes sense.
I thought we made it clear we were in a. what we were
We're in a very kill mood. It's kill on sight right
Okay,
now.
goddamn.
He can monologue with
Um,
Harry. He can monologue while fighting us. It works even better.
All right, it's time for the thing. I think.
You
All
know,
right.
thing.
Fuck.
Oh, you have
so
a thing.
the thing you've
Keep
been
doing
waiting
spells.
for. You are
Do
going
a
to
minute,
burn
man.
your last spell, your last 5th level spell slot, I believe, to do this.
I still have the. Or yeah, that's my last 5th level. Goddamn. Yeah.
What
All
have
right.
you been spending?
I did the math. I
It
prepared.
was not a combat session. We were doing a lot of important things. I scried on a bitch.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, you all thought that was gonna go.
There's a lot going on. We thought it was a roleplay session, and then we used up resources for combat.
As you,
What is what-
I will say, as you immediately cast this spell, and are jutting forward, you see Phobos was planning to have this like interaction with you, but instead gets on higher alert, and a second figure steps out from behind Phobos. Massive dark plate on dark steel coats this giant set of armor. A massive glowing a massive blue glowing maul in his hand, itching to
good.
strike your uncle Deimos.
Ha, Deimos, you suck.
Oh. Oh.
Slow ass demon.
All right, so you are casting Steel Wind Strike. You have 2 targets. I'm assuming you're just gonna attack the one.
I'm just going to attack the one. I will be using my subtle spell crystal so that this is uncounterspellable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I will, in addition to just casting the spell, I can't upcast it, but I will be burning a first level spell slot to make it do 2d10 more damage per hit.
Okay.
The
Just
vestiges are in
instant
the
dead.
form yeah. The vestiges are in the form of gauntlets around my fists. And I don't walk towards him. Within this distance, I can simply use the spell. So
Yep.
in like a Nightcrawler poof, but like heavenly like mist, just disappear, punching him in the face or making my attack.
Yeah, you are
I
like you are the equivalent of that one scene from the Doomfish trailer as Tracer just blinks all around him, landing blow after blow after blow onto him. Go ahead and make 5 melee attacks, spell melee attacks.
Do I get any bonus from the vestige?
I don't think you get a plus. I think it's just the damage gets the crit boot,
Okay.
the crit damage.
So just 5 spell attacks.
If you choose to bolster your arcane, you gain a +5 to spell attacks. But wait,
I got
fuck!
something
No! Hold on. So, okay, so you are specifically. Are you using this to bolster your arcane, or are you using this to?
Let me just read the description.
You specifically turn this. You specifically turn this into a weapon that you are using.
Yes.
Which means that
It's a +3 weapon. Because my hammer's a +3, my
which
Vestige hammer.
and does any sort of like bonus damage get added on to
Yes.
Steel Wind Strike if you have any sort of like if you have a weapon? Like what's the description of like
Actually,
if
it
there's
says that they
fire?
just take
If it,
60-10.
okay. Then never mind. Because because you are turning the vestige into a weapon, each one of the hits that you would have dealt would deal 3d8 radiant damage. On top of that, because of the way you're using this, but because it's a spell and not and you're turning it into a weapon, then it's not bolstering your arcane, so you don't gain any of those spell benefits.
I would grant myself advantage on the first swing with my little spider guy.
Okay.
Because why not? So that's 1. Damn it, I should cantrip. Hold on.
You have a familiar token, right, for this thing?
Yes.
If you just put put him back on the thing, I'll just minimize him.
There you go. Okay, so that was that one. That's 1 attack. That is a 32.
Okay.
And then that one, that one, that one, that one.
Okay.
That's
So
a much worse
he's
spelling
going to bamf out shield, which is not
I will counterspell.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna be petty about this.
Okay,
I love
so-
it. Good.
It was ass.
You're counterspelling a shield.
Counterspell against shield.
It is
Yes.
ass.
Goddamn. So
and he already used his reaction.
And do you end your turn next to him, or do you still end your turn there where you are?
The spell says that I am my feet within 5 feet, but then I will immediately be Misty Stepping behind Arya.
You wouldn't be able to use Misty Step this round because you are
It is
using a
not-
leveled spell.
It's not Misty Step, it is the effect of my magic item. It is specifically not Misty Step, it is just a 30-foot tall
Oh,
bonus action.
okay. Never mind. All right.
Yep.
So, 32, because you counterspelled his shield, 32 crits, 15, 14 are going to miss. 24 is going to hit, 28 is going to hit, but not crit. So you have 1 crit and 2 hits.
What was the
Because
damage
you're not bolstering your arcane, you are not able to treat this as crit damage.
So what am I getting from the message here?
Well, if he's
It would.
vulnerable to radiant, he should be eating.
Isn't that instant crit?
You know what? Because we specifically talked about it. I'll say this: you can literally just fucking use your fists, and instead of using the vestige, and you can use the vestige instead to bolster your arcane, which means you can go ahead and treat the first attack as a double crit, and the last 2 attacks as crits. So
Okay.
Dang.
So go ahead and roll. Oh wait, yeah. So that wasn't the actual
7
damage.
times.
So you 60-10 per hit,
8d10 per hit.
8d10 per hit.
I'll come plus 2d10
Oh
on every hit.
my god.
But I
That's
got this
great.
50, 60, 10. 7 times
16,
8.
16, 32, 38, 40,
This might be the quickest session.
44. Right? Because you only hit 3 times.
But if it's crits, that's 16d10, 32d10, and then if it's a double crit, that's another 24 on top of that. 32 plus 24 is 56.
Oh yeah, fuck. 32. So
Sounds awful.
32, 64. Yeah. So 64
Fuck.
54,
D10.
54.
54 D10.
Yep, cool. That's
Hold
okay.
on.
Thank you. So normally this would be force. I'm guessing since I'm using a vestige, and well, I could just make it radiant. I don't need to ask.
The
gonna
attacks
be
would not be
radiant?
the attacks would. You're gonna turn him radiant.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You nuked your father, hooray.
I made it very clear what my intent was here.
Oh my
You did say
god.
you're gonna
I've
kill
done my
Dad.
due diligence.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's.
You're not gonna
let's
leave
just-
any for me, are you?
You can have the other one.
I
That's
want father.
831 radiant damage.
Come on, I want to blow on him.
Times 2?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
times 2. Can you do the Matt Mercer thing?
That sucks.
So
How the fuck?
I
didn't know the
I
mechanics
shouldn't
of
have
it.
even. I was the one, weirdly enough, that recommended using a vestige. I don't know why I did that.
I have a vestige.
Act
Don't
one.
do that.
Vestiges are
Yeah,
so
you can-
fucking powered.
My vestige don't do that.
Random, I told
think
you it was
this
gonna be
is.
worth it.
I think this is gonna warrant a counterspell from him.
It is.
He already uses
specifically-
reaction.
It is specifically subtle spelled, so he cannot.
Okay,
And
and he's
he
already
uses
used his reaction to shield. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if he used a legendary reaction to absorb or some sort of nullifier, he could, but I doubt he has that. But
I did my homework.
So,
I did my
so
unless he has some sort of
Brain.
thing that makes him knock to 1.
I think the solution here is to the solution here is to
No.
buff Deimos.
you know, this is your highest level
Just
that you
add
could
his
possibly
like,
cast.
yeah, will ya?
Maybe
Whatever
you
is
could
whatever
Deimos
your
first and
HCS,
submit
add
for
a
him.
0.
You could just hit Deimos. We should have fun with our father. Why not just hit Deimos instead? Kill him first.
This is keeping a promise.
I think it's funny.
There's no way this is.
Okay, so
Perfect.
yeah, it's completely a thing he can do, because. Okay, so. Yeah.
This is why that's why I asked this situation. This is a one-time thing because I knew this was too powerful to be able to do regularly.
Yeah.
That's fair.
um.
Just uses up all the power of the vestige in that one fucking hit.
No, not using
The
up.
vestige dies. It's like a battery, so it just fucking dies, and you guys can no longer use the Trojans.
That
That
has
would-
been time killing on an arrow.
Now we have to figure out how to
You won't
recharge
win
this
the
sucker.
fight. Look what I can.
Fucking, hey, you're at a 5th level spell slots and the vestige, so
So.
DC 23 in the light.
I fucking no counter spell. You don't have any more subtle spells.
I have more subtle spells.
No.
Trying to see if trying to see if Deimos can do anything about this.
I mean, he could use
Atroc-
his
this
reaction
fucking
and sacrifice
atrocity.
himself. I mean-
That's not how reactions work, and also I don't think he.
Bait and switch. Why not?
He can reaction gasp as he watches his brother die.
I mean, there's ways to take the shot for someone else.
Okay.
If you don't want to take
So-
a shot for his brother, then yeah.
All
that
right.
would be
So
great.
first things first. All of these melee attacks would I think up until the last one. So you'd only get actually hit by 2 of these. Or no, 3 of these. I'll say 3 of these. He has an attack. He has an ability called Conductive Retort, which means any melee attack he takes is going to deal 4, 6, 8. So you take 8 lightning damage from
no.
Conductive Retort.
He's spitting on us. How insulting.
Hey, It's possible that you lose concentration.
It's not a concentration spell.
It's not a concentration spell.
fuck
It's
you
a
mean?
fucking. It's literally an action.
You did
to-
300 base damage, and it's not a fucking
I
concentration
can't
spell.
stress enough how this is not supposed to be a single target spell.
Yeah, so the thing about Steel Wind Strike is that one of the specific caveats is that it's supposed to be 5 attacks that deal 60-10 damage, but each attack is supposed to target a different person. And I stupidly was like, oh, I mean, that's fine if you want to target the same guy with all 6 attacks. I'm sure it'll be
That's why
fine.
we don't do that.
My
You
God,
could at least
there's
be like,
so
you
many
gotta
tags.
evenly
said-
distribute between Phobos and Deimos. Like,
I said in the, like, when I asked her in private, I said, this is unreasonable. Can I do it, though?
You should have said no. It's definitely unreasonable. You should
it
have
could
said
have been
no.
like, hey, you have to split it up amongst who's ever there.
So is
Yeah.
Can I ask, because there's something I want to do if this is the case. Is he gone?
Does he get Ash Baby?
Power of law.
I can't even fucking do anything about that because it would be absurd if he had 600 HP, which is
Yeah, what was his HP?
662 HP is more than Hera had. So at 415
Like
HP
700?
is how do you want to do this?
So it's a lie to say that I hit him a bunch. I Nightcrawler teleport right in his face, grab him by the throat, and break his neck. As I say, promise is kept.
That's my
Okay.
president.
That's my fucking president. Okay. It's okay.
Let's
so
just-
you launch yourself forward. This is supposed to be 5 attacks, but you converge all the power of the arcane of all 5 attacks into one, just one attack that grabs him by the throat, throwing him to the ground and crushing his entire neck. Normally he's dead, so he's an undead, like not undead, but he's like this. Normally a crush to the throat would not kill him, but the way in which you disintegrate him with as radiant energy crackles through this one attack and causes his entire body to fall into ash and blow away with the red sand of this demi-plane as you immediately misty step back to behind Arya. Phobos is dead, and from your prior knowledge is in the vestige.
Oh shit!
So we get to magical eternity, you know? I
Deimos.
guess he didn't take all the fun away.
You know, maybe you could give him that monologue
Deimos
after all.
looks down and then looks up, and you expect fear, but there is just
This-
joy.
Oh.
Yes! Do it again! As he launches himself forward.
Oh,
But
yeah,
first
he's
it is
doing-
Arya's
Arya.
turn.
Arya,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
gonna
do it
meet
again.
this clash. I'm gonna
Arya.
meet that clash. And
Arya, I can't
I'm
do it
gonna
again.
lose.
It's your turn.
I can't do it again.
Arya, reflect now. Arya,
Arya, that's all I
Okay.
got. Those are what it's done.
So,
Dude, I had you motherfuckers. I had so much plans for Phobos to like talk,
monologue.
and I don't even
Shit.
get a fucking line of dialogue.
Nope.
I made it
Absolutely.
really clear exactly what I was gonna do.
I know you did. I'm still
Okay.
mad.
Choreographed that was by the book.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
definitely by the books, and I respect
So-
that.
My brother just killed her father. He took all the fun away from him. He made it too quick. But, you know, we could have harassed us so later. Deimos is charging. I'm gonna meet his charge, and I'm going to Radiant Soul myself. and
Okay,
start
cool.
beginning attrition on him with my vestige.
All right, so you use an action as your body begins to radiate your celestial nature as it just envelops, and you watch as cinders collect around Deimos as he is burning with radiant energy, but he doesn't care. You're making your approach.
Yep.
This is a you. Wait, am I?
Difficult terrain does
I
not
think I missed.
affect me.
I think I was expecting the wrong. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking of a radiant with the other Aasimar racial trait that isn't this one.
I'm not a radiant. I'm not that radiant, so I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay. So you.
He's in front of me. I'm going to offhand, because that's what my bonus action allows me to do, with the nice old hammer. So we're gonna do that. Vestige. Okay. And for strike.
A 26 is gonna hit.
Okay.
15.
And then we're gonna.
Oh my God.
9. So
and
15.
3d8.
3d8.
That 3d8 is. Yep.
The 1d10 is
the
from
cusp stuff.
two-handed, right?
Yes, the 1d10 is two-handed. This
Okay,
is
but you're-
one-handed. It's
Okay,
the
so
1d,
you're-
it's the
So it's
15, not the
15,
9.
and then you're dealing another 28 radiant damage. And then because
plus
of your
10
radiant
up
soul
top of
feature,
that.
you're dealing another 20 radiant.
Another 20. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a radiant It's
Oh,
radiant
yeah.
damage equal to your
Yeah,
level,
double.
so doubled is 20.
Okay.
So 15,
Gotcha.
15, 48. So 53, 63 damage in that first attack.
And I'm going to action surge and do 2 more of those. So,
A 20 is going to miss.
okay, crap.
24 is going to hit.
Good. Okay. And get that 3d8.
14.
Oh, dang. I didn't toggle
Okay,
roll
so
it. Sheesh.
5, 9, 11, so 22, 42,
It's
56.
And offhand with the good old scimitar. Just
the
to throw some
radiant
salt
damage
to
is
the-
only once per turn.
Oh, once per turn? Okay.
Yeah, so 36 on that second attack. Still very good, considering you can pretty much do that.
Oh, absolutely.
every turn.
And the scimitar was the last one.
Okay. Scimitar, a 25 is going to hit for 11 slashing. This is magical.
Yes. It is very much magical.
Okay.
Not sure if he
That's
has
another
blood.
11 slashing damage.
Yep.
And Deimos, on that last attack, is going to use a reaction.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Ah, crap. Let's see.
Alright, we take these.
Hey, you're gonna
Oh,
roll that
he's-
20 and we're gonna be fine.
You were saying?
Okay, so
Hey,
on
I was
that
half
one
right.
is a reaction thunder wave.
Oh, okay. We're fine.
Hey, okay,
You take 24 thunder damage
that's fine.
That's
and
fine.
are sent 10 feet back.
Okay, 24 thunder.
As you come launching forward with your warhammer, with your warhammer and scimitar just dancing with
I was
Deimos
flying and spinning,
until
essentially.
eventually he just like, it's almost like a backhand as he's like just slams you backwards and sends you skidding across the red sand.
Yep, blade sinking into the sand. Getting myself back up.
Okay. So you take 24 damage. Anything else with your turn?
That was action surge, bonus action. No.
Okay. Next thing is going to happen he's gonna launch himself. First thing he's gonna do. Arya, I'm gonna
Yes.
need a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, shit.
Oh no. Oh, not this.
Brother,
Okay.
I might have to kill you here real soon.
I swear to
What's
God,
up?
if Argo shows up,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
this motherfucker.
Symptomatic. I'd really rather it wasn't.
Okay, so you fail,
Yep.
Oh, that's okay.
and this is a fear spell.
Oh, yeah, I can't drop any of my weapons. I'm an Eldritch Knight. That doesn't work on me. My weapons cannot
well, I mean,
be
yeah, you are
disarmed
also
unless I am incapacitated.
frightened.
That's just disadvantage against attacking him.
Yeah,
You also can't move closer to him.
Which that's rough.
but that's not an issue because he's gonna make his way right over to you.
Oh, so then
And
you-
continuing with his multi-attack, he's gonna make 4 attacks with his maul.
Yep.
He's actually gonna do so from here because he has a reach on this.
Wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not liking this.
No,
The
none
2024
of that hits me.
speed.
Yeah, I was gonna prepare shield, but it looks like we're on the even playing field at the
What's your
moment.
your AC is 24? How is that 24?
Yes, it is
From-
because the plus in the mail, I have a shield, and when I do wield, it gives me an additional +1.
You can't be using your shield and dual wielding at the same time.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So I can't turtle back. Then that would just be 23 then. It just
You only
decreased
get a
it.
+1 from your shield?
Well, +2 for shield.
So your AC is 22, not 21, or not 23.
21, 22, 22.
22. Yeah. 15 plus.
Okay.
If the
Uh,
plates, plate armor, I know.
Actually, what is your plate?
My plate's +3, so 19.
I think that would be
20.
23. I think you calculated the first one wrong. Because plate's base 18, isn't it?
Plate
Base
is, I
18,
think,
But I have a +3.
Yeah,
it.
so that's 21, and then with it's 22 with your 2-weapon fighting, 23 with the shield.
21,
So you got 22 AC right now.
22. Surprisingly, none of that hit me. Huh. Weird.
Funny that works.
wow.
Well, I guess Thunderbringer
I
did
love-
bring... Oh, Thunderbringer got
Yeah,
me.
I'm not
gonna
liking
shield that.
how this. I'm also not liking how this rolled in general.
That is weird.
I'm gonna
looks
just use
weird,
a
yeah.
shield. He tried hitting it at 22. Let shields up.
Let
So
me
the 22.
not roll
the
damage.
30 hits.
Not always
Yeah.
roll damage. Okay. So
There's a 30 here.
It's a 30.
Only 18 on the die.
okay, that is going to be the end of Deimos' turn. Akamera.
Okay. Really burnt through all of my steam there. At this point, you know what? I really did steal the spotlight there, so it's time I give it back. I'm gonna go ahead and haste Aria.
Hell yeah.
Ah, saving me the burden. That's good.
Okay.
And then I will bonus action Misty Step as high as I can in the air. I don't know if there's like a.
It is 30 feet.
Okay, I'll go to the ceiling and then I'll use my eagle whistle to fly 30 to stay on the ceiling.
Okay.
Yep. of my turn.
All right. So, Arya, you are hasted. You have your, you are hasted. You have your flying speed, but you are also frightened, so you can't move closer to him.
I can't, but thankfully I have something that's gonna help here. So, I'm gonna throw my hammer, because I have this little dandy thing.
I thought you were just
So-
gonna misty step.
No, I'm trying to keep up the pressure.
Don't you?
here.
Okay.
And is the wisdom thing, is that at the end of my turn or the start? Do I re-roll that, or is it just stuck? With
It's
frightened?
the end of your turn, I
Okay.
believe.
Well, then attacks made against this guy will be at disadvantage, so I'll be sure to toggle that.
You don't get advantage on the attacks. I got a plus to them. Whatever.
Do I get disadvantage or just attack and frame?
It's disadvantage, yeah.
Gotcha. Just making sure. Alright. So, we are gonna throw. First throw
Oh
the
wait.
hammer.
So okay. So, as part of fear, it must take the dash action and move away from by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight of you, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw. I do not believe you get a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turns.
Oh, it's got special fear.
That's
But
bad.
you don't have room to dash, so you just have to be like over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you kind of just have to use an action.
I mean, I'd either be below you or right beside you. I don't really go.
And then you can still throw because you don't have room
Yeah.
to dash, right?
Actually, that's true. It doesn't say you have to.
This could find space.
That is
That
the
was-
description I'm looking at.
Yeah. You still get your an action. So you use your haste action to dash, and then you have your full regular
Yeah.
action.
Okay.
Well, I'm just looking all the way
Um,
around the room. You know how much movement I have?
What is
Especially with the
your-
boots of speed?
What is your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity is 2.
2. So it
Plus
would
2.
not get. So you would not have the +6 to your strength roll, to this attack roll, because you are using it as a thrown weapon now.
I think thrown weapons are still strength. It's only
They
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
be strength, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Thrown weapons are strength, ranged weapons are dex. Unless
Unless it's
Alright,
finesse,
goddamn.
then it's a different story. The Warhammer.
A
I chose my
23.
weapons Well,
A 23 hits. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
another 3d8
that's
radiant damage.
3d8. There we go.
And that is 22.
And then, so that hits him. It's not a light weapon, so I'll have to bonus action summon that back in my hand and chuck it yet again.
Okay.
You would still get the damage from your Radiant Soul, correct? I don't know what the stipulation is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Radiant Soul melee or?
It's just if I deal
With an
damage.
attack or spell, yeah. Yeah,
Okay. So
20
then
on
there's
top of
another
that.
20 radiant that goes to Deimos.
Yep. And another.
You gotta roll like a
What?
9. You just gotta roll like a 9.
We're not gonna do that. We're gonna throw the sword this time because the sword has other properties to it. So about the hammer yet. I'm off a little easy.
That
Not
does
the
not
good
hit.
use.
It does not
Well,
hit.
if it misses, the good news is if
16
I
miss.
miss with that, it does come back to me like a boomerang. So
Hell yeah.
that will
Yeah.
come straight back into my
Okay.
hand. When it's like the end of my turn, but so that was 2 of my attacks. And use that. And what? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to use it, huh? Perfect now. Now we'll save it. Why not? We'll save it later. So yeah, bonus action. We'll just have to, yeah, the hammer was summoned back into my hand. That sword missed, and yeah, that's not much else I can do at the moment other than make that wisdom save now again,
All right.
which is gonna be a long endeavor. Oh wait, I have another action. Duh, the freaking haste is up.
Yep.
So,
The first haste action was used to dash.
yeah.
Do you still dash if there's no room?
Yeah, it's saying you have to use your action. That's what it's
Okay.
about.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just making that wisdom save. Then. There's nothing more I can do in this scenario, and it's worse. Well, it's not bad. It's not a natural one, but still.
You can
Bad.
undominable.
I didn't
it.
even.
I'm so frightened.
You,
I
You
didn't even
know,
get to
maybe some
use this
dispel
feature.
magic would be nice.
you should
I-
use your indomitable.
I didn't even get to use this feature.
Oh yeah, I do need that. Yeah. That sucks. Too bad.
Also,
It's not gonna help me right now, unfortunately.
You know,
also, is Deimos concentrating on that spell? Because fear is a concentration spell.
yeah, he is. He just hasn't taken
Okay,
any
He
damage
took a
yet.
lot of damage.
Or no, he took. No, he did. Never mind. That
Like
was
a DC 20.
how much damage?
I want
It was
a lot
14,
of
Like
damage.
22,
50
so
14,
36. Okay.
11, and then the plus 10 with the first.
Yeah,
one.
56.
You gotta roll an 18. Or 56?
No, 56. Yeah.
Damn,
11
he's gotta
plus
roll
10
like a-
radiant, so 21 radiant doubled to 42 plus 14.
He's gotta roll a 28.
He's gonna do it. It's
He
gonna
probably has a
happen.
better con than me,
It's-
and he might
It's
have
for
to look
sure gonna
after it.
happen. I guarantee.
Let's see it. Wow.
No, exactly.
I knew it for a fact.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I have to agree.
Distance me. I kind
Put
of
that on
figured.
him.
Don't worry, I'll get him next time. How about you try hitting him? Make him roll for his cons, huh?
Oh yeah, that's the idea.
Oh boy, here he comes.
All right, on Deimos' turn, he's gonna look up to Arya and just go, "Come on now! Where was that spirit?" And he's going to launch himself into the air
Oh come
with a
on.
fly speed.
Don't like seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just a fly.
Ah,
Okay.
mid-air combat.
Not a lot
lovely.
I can do about that, but that's okay.
You know,
he's
it's
gonna-
fine.
Left.
Fine.
He is going to make 4 more attacks.
I'll be casting shield. I don't even need to see the numbers.
Shield is necessary for us both at the moment.
1, 2, 3,
Oh, he's a Krypton. Hello.
28, 32. Does a
Only one
26?
misses.
Only one misses? Okay.
Yeah. I mean I stopped 2 crits there, so that's cool. Or no, one crit. I don't want to do math right now.
Which
Okay.
crit is hitting who?
I
All right.
It's
So
not great.
Akameo, you're
I
gonna
think I did
take.
it.
First one is 4.
okay.
Wait, how the fuck is it? 2d6 plus 0. Or no, it's 2d6.
I see a 3 plus 1 in there. 2d6 equals.
Yeah, it's a 3 plus 1. He would have added.
On the
He's
die.
adding his strength to that. So it's another 12.
Ooh.
I mean,
16.
My bravado is gone because you casted.
oh
a
wait,
crit
no,
spell.
okay, so no, sorry, that's just the thunder damage. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this.
The hammer.
So that was the thunder damage.
Oh, man.
This is the, for some reason they
Oh,
don't do.
I'm fully going down.
So that's the combined attack damage of the first attack. It's 25.
49.
It's 25 plus 4 thunder damage. For some reason, 2024 doesn't want to do both damages at the same time.
How
Okay, so
strange.
the second one.
Knocks me down.
So the 29 is the first. The 29 total damage is the first attack. Next up is the crit.
Why?
Just let me have 1 HP. That's all I need. Just give me 1 HP off this. Come on.
Just do
Come
1
on.
HP.
I just
just
need
do
one.
Praise your dice god, if any exist.
So that's 15 thunder damage, 23 plus another 18 bludgeoning damage, and that's from the crit attack.
Okay, so 18 plus 23 plus 15. 53?
I believe so, yes. So
Well, what?
So
That's
That's bonkers.
That's
so.
and then for
What
the
did you do?
final attack,
Oh,
one. You don't even
yeah,
know
what do you even do?
25.
They're all going for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw
so-
what you did.
What we watch happen is the hammer fully fucking caves in my skull, and then immediately as that happens, you see runes within my clothes explode in light, and I am brought up. For how much? 2 second level.
Oh, you had one of those.
And then
as my glyphs of warding go off.
That's a warning.
oh shit! What are the glyphs of warning?
Kill runes. I got
How
2 second
many?
levels.
Oh god.
And I
Okay.
healed for what is that? 15
Oh, fucking good.
plus.
10.
I'm so glad you tell me this now because he's not done.
I told you in advance. I told you in advance.
No, but I said I'm so glad you've told me this now because he's not done.
Oh,
I mean, this is the order of operations. This is how it happens. It happens
Yeah.
the second I go
He
down.
looks so he watches you like take all of these hits, the final one knocking you completely unconscious, and then your runes glow and you reanimate back in. Are you still flying because of the because of
I
your whistle?
would begin falling.
Okay, so you fall, and then as you stand back up, you stand back up with 1528, so 43 more HP. As he cackles, comes shooting back down with his flying speed, and as the last thing for his turn, I'm gonna need another con save from both Akamero and Arya as he comes down laughing hysterically.
Just like me for real.
I
Okay.
will use my help. Can I use the help action from my familiar? He did not do that yet because I could cast haste on my last turn.
Yeah, I'll let you use the how do you think a help action from a spider is gonna help you with a thunder wave? Your spider, by the way, is also going to mean your spider
He's
also
gonna
is
land
going
in front of the
to take this damage as well.
Yeah, he dives on the grenade for me.
He fucking flash spins a web
I will
right
allow
in
the
front of
spider
you.
to give you advantage.
Mr. President, get down.
Exactly. You understand. You see the vision.
Get down.
You see the vision. It didn't matter. I'm fucked.
Doesn't matter. So
That's
You're
fine.
gonna die regardless.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
Stop fighting!
I can't delete my spider. My spider's actually immortal.
Okay.
The
how
spider
much
had
damage?
glyphs of warding too.
he comes down as he says, "Come on now!" and slams into the sand, exhuming this thunder wave out. And this is going to be at 3rd level, so it's going to be, I believe, that's 48 thunder damage.
Okay.
How much was it?
48?
12?
That's fine.
Are you
14.
fucking kidding me?
Doing great.
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
gonna be petty.
Dude, I'm never
I
fucking
feel like
using.
that's
I'm
petty.
never using these 2024 rolls.
That's
These
so
2024 sheets again.
I'm having a great time.
Hey, I got resistance until the start of my next turn.
That's
Now,
awful. All right. That's the end of your turn. That's the end of his turn. Akamero.
My spider's dead.
I'm so sorry, but you have haste.
Oh yes, that is true. I
I
downed.
have
It's
haste.
gone.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so-
Oh, it's gone?
So,
Oh, no.
so,
My haste.
so
yeah.
Arya's experiencing the lethargy, right, of haste.
Yeah.
How dare you give me lethargy?
You asked me to cast haste several times, and I granted your wish.
Yeah, I should have just drank my
This is why
potion,
haste
huh?
gets you.
I should have just drank my speed potions. Great.
Someone Turkey paw curls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll expend my bonus action and my healing dice to heal myself for 2d6. It's not really gonna do
Okay.
much probably, but maybe we'll see.
It
Um,
helps.
Yep.
Every little bit.
and then I will. I don't have advantage anymore because my spider's dead. I will go ahead and I still have my vestige for my spellcasting. That's so nice. I'm going to cast a radiant firebolt at this son of a bitch.
Okay.
23. Does the vestige is a +5, isn't it?
A 23. Oh, God, I should just have this on at all times. It's gonna get a vestiges give you a +5 to a spell attacks.
So that's a 25.
A 25. He's going to shield to block it.
I'm going to counterspell the shield.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
You're
on.
Yeah.
counterspelling first level spells.
No,
It's a shield.
I-
Get
That's
rid
a
of that.
fourth. That's a
I mean, I
third level
really-
spell.
Get rid of that
I,
shit.
I don't think I can afford to do that. I'm out of third level spells. It would be my
Alright.
my fourth level,
You-
my highest remaining slot to do that. It would be so.
I should
easy.
also clarify. This is
Wait.
you fighting Phobos and Deimos, and then you have to fight Atlas and everything on Atlas.
Also, you
Yeah.
said it's a +5. Wouldn't it be a 28 then?
It's already a +3 figured in there with my focus. Oh, actually, is it?
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
If you
Does the
use,
vestige count as a focus?
if the vestige would be used as the focus.
Let me. I might be rolling all my attacks wrong. Let me double check this. 6.
It's 6 plus 4 plus
no, that is
3.
counting it right. Yeah, that's right. Don't know why. I
So
thought it
yeah,
wouldn't
your
count that.
vestiges would turn that into a 25, and he is going to shield that. I'm assuming no counterspell.
Let me think about something for a moment. Yeah, no, nothing I can do about that really. I should be casting save spells here. Okay, well I'm kind of fucked. I don't have recourse here. He's just gonna murder me.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and snake my way around here.
Okay. You are. Oh yeah, he uses reaction, so you no longer has attack of opportunity.
Oh, then I'm gonna take a less circuitous route here and just.
Well,
walk
yeah,
right
I was
past him.
saying because he has reach, you would have been leaving his attack range.
Wait, what?
He has reach on his maul, so it would be 10 feet. But he can't use attack of opportunity anyways because he doesn't have a
Okay.
reaction.
Linky bugbear
Okay.
demon.
Yep. That's my action, bonus action, movement.
All right.
I'm not
Arya.
doing so great.
Alright.
He has an AC of 25 now.
Yes,
Oh, it's your turn.
indeed. Lovely. And I have to sprint, apparently.
You can't do that. You literally can't move anywhere else now, so it doesn't. So you don't have to spend your
Oh,
action.
cool. Ah, sweet. Lovely. How lovely and fortuitous indeed.
Let me double check how
Yep.
fucked you are here.
I am.
Um,
Is it an action or a bonus action to use those potions?
You can't move or take
Um,
actions.
For a potion of spell effect, it's an action.
Nope, fair enough then, because I'll down one of mine then.
You can't.
I can't.
Lethargy, you
Hey,
can't take action
Spooky.
or move. You can only take a bonus action. And a reaction, I
With-
suppose.
With what? With fear?
No,
No,
because of there's an after effect of haste once it's dropped. There's a lot of like downgrade effects. Do you want to throw up the spell description, Akamaro?
Yeah, that'll work.
How long does that last?
Just the one turn. The last
Good.
sentence. You can't take
When the
actions.
spell ends, the
Just one
target
turn.
can't move or take actions until after its next turn.
The word
There's a
is
wave
there.
of
Is
You
that
have a
action?
bonus action. You have a bonus action and a reaction.
Well then, I guess I'll just use my bonus action offhand throw a sword then at him.
Yeah.
It'll
Don't
be a
forget your absorbed
disadvantage.
damage.
Yeah.
And the radiant.
All right, you have disadvantage on this attack roll.
Yep,
An
that
18's
one
gonna miss.
missed. And it boomerangs back to me.
All right.
That's really unfortunate.
Indeed.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. I'm glad you got to kill your dad.
I'm really glad
Yeah,
I killed my dad. So quickly,
Phobos.
because otherwise, this would have actually been a TPK.
This is
if I
me
didn't kill
making
him.
up for is me making up for the lack of Phobos aura. That
Yeah, he was gonna monologue and he just got nuked in the throat. You know,
the
highly
real
unfortunate.
weak aura, strong aura combo.
I, Deimos
Smoked him.
Deimos looks down at your lethargy. And he turns around.
Oh my god!
I'm your target.
Oh, attack
alright.
opportunity! Wait, no, you're not in range. Fuck!
I'm out of range, my guy. I can't attack.
Why don't you have a
him.
reach weapon?
I'm not a bugbear or a big old demon. Shut your mouth.
Why don't you have a spear?
Did
Who
you
uses a
remake the
spear?
saving throw, or Elise? Is that
Oh,
a thing?
saving
you can
throw.
do?
Oh yeah. Frick.
Make that saving throw.
I didn't need to do
Please,
that, huh?
please.
You know, that's statistically
Minus
unlikely.
one.
I'm gonna be able to break out
No.
of
Why
it.
you rolling with disadvantage? Why you rolling with disadvantage?
It's 17's not gonna make it either. The DC's 20.
Yeah.
So he has to roll
Yeah.
a natural
Use
20.
your Indomitable. For the love of Christ, use your Indomitable.
You want me to use Indomitable?
Yes! What better
Fine.
feature
It's
could
not
there
gonna
be?
do anything.
Which one's
You
That
it?
was
have
my
something. I can't
I
use
have
this by myself.
Indomitable. Well, yeah, it sucks to suck, buddy.
Reroll
Sure,
a
I'm
saving
gonna use
throw
it.
that
Why
you
not?
can. Oh, okay. So it's a
Hey,
reroll.
There's
Gotcha.
a chance.
You have to nat 20, but like, come on. What other choice do we have?
We don't have any, but you know.
No. All right. So Deimos is gonna rush for Akamero. First attack.
I'll use shield again. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think I'm dead regardless.
Okay. So that's 21. 27
Hit.
hits. So that's 25.
Hits.
Well, so this is damage. So this is 25 and then 29. 25, 34.
Wait, what? Wait, that's...
So the
Okay,
second attack
34 is the
hits.
Total.
Yeah, the second attack hits for 34 damage.
Down.
Okay. He then rushes back over to you.
Lovely.
Fucking wasteful.
And then he's going to make 2 more attacks.
Yep.
21, 30.
That will hit regardless of what I do.
All right, so that's going to be
I won't
16.
make- Yes, I might not make it. And that's thunder damage.
It's not a crit.
the 16, 7, so 23 damaged total.
And that's thunder. How much of it's thunder?
Bludgeoning and thunder damage.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take some of that thunder off at the very least, and we'll second level its
Okay.
trend.
So that's going to be a total of 19 damage then. And then I'm going to need another con save from you.
Okay. Another con.
Hey,
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay,
only
so you
my-
take so you're going to
What is
take
this?
half of this damage.
half on half. Okay.
Let's just drop
So
it
10.
down.
cool.
10. Well, wouldn't it be 5 with the freaking thingy? Yeah, it would be
What?
5 because I'm resistant right now to thunder damage at the current.
Oh, that's
Oh, are
right.
you-
It's resistance, isn't it?
Hey,
Is
yeah.
it just the one?
No,
You
no,
have
no,
resistance
no,
triggers
it's- I
until the
become
start of your next turn.
resistant
Okay,
to
so
the-
you take 5.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
really good.
Thank goodness I kept the spell.
That's a really good use of
Yeah,
your.
these-
That's a really
That
good
was-
use of your ones. This fucking monotype over here.
It's not like I have much of a choice, unfortunately.
You just, all right,
It's still something.
We both need nat 20s on
Akamero.
to, like,
go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Yeah, it's
GM roll?
just-
GM
More
roll.
time. GM roll, that's-
Okay. Arya.
It really,
Yeah.
it really matters with the
Okay.
GM roll, and I can see your face.
Ooh, okay.
you don't know what happened.
Well, the
there.
lethargy's gone,
Uh-huh.
so that's good.
Yeah, I can make a guess.
So now you have your action, which you can spend running away. Because you're still afraid.
Yeah. I don't mean
This
there's
is
not
a-
much I can go.
Wisdom saves at this tier are TPKs for us.
Wait, last turn you said that he had nowhere to move.
Yeah, he's not. He's
Doesn't
not.
use his action.
He's got nowhere to go.
Basically, you're only
If I
You got
did
nowhere to
sprint
go.
forward, like,
You got nowhere to go, so you can use
Yeah.
your full move. You can use your full action.
Okay.
oh, all right,
Mhm.
sweet.
Well,
Yeah, the
actually,
caveat, the
we'll
the
drop
haste,
one of the
not haste. Fear specifies that if there's nowhere to go, then you can't really do any. Then you don't have to spend it. So
I'm gonna
Your
use
corner.
a potion of speed. Yeah, I'm using a
Hell
potion
yeah.
of speed. So I have haste back up again. And yeah, disadvantage with the hammer, so I got that nice additional action. So we're gonna use that. Yeet. That was a bull
Fuck's
crit. And
Okay.
off and
16 is gonna miss.
sword.
13
And
is
that
gonna
one
miss.
God damn.
Sword
Threes
comes back.
across the board.
Anything else with your turn?
Ryan's reaction.
Action, bonus action. All I have is a reaction at this point.
And you've thrown your warhammer.
So it seems.
Yeah, but you have to use your bonus action to recall it, right?
That is true.
Which means that you can't use your offhand scimitar unless you want to. Well, I mean, theoretically, you can just throw your.
I can throw
Your
the scimitar. It'll come
warhammer,
back.
throw
But
your
right now the hammer's on the ground. And I'll just have to use my next turn to get it back.
Okay.
Because he can't use it. Regardless of what he does.
Oh my God! Wait.
You're
You
realizing
threw
that
your
this is-
vestige away.
He's still connected.
I'm connected to it. It's still there.
Right.
It's on me. And it's considered my eldritch weapon. So it's
you're
technically
a
bonded.
Oh, is it considered
So I
your
can
eldritch
always
weapon?
just...
Because like,
Yes.
it's a.
I kept
oh.
2 eldritch weapons. I can bond to 2. The sword and that.
And you can bond
And
to
since
magical
the vestige
weapons.
could be a weapon, yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even if it does leave my hand, next turn I'll just teleport it back. Fine.
Okay.
The only issue at the
It
moment
would be
is a
very
cheap
funny
boost.
if he just takes, if he's like, oh hey, vestige, and just slams you over the head with it.
They're just instant attunement. Is that how that works? I actually
No, but he's still just using the vestige isn't gonna give him anything other than just beating the shit out of you with your own weapon.
Fair enough.
That's more just insult. Regardless, it's his turn.
All right, so he's
Not
gonna
much I
make
can do.
4 more attacks. 26, 20, 23, 15. So does the
You
26
shield
hit?
You're
First
good.
one hits.
You shield
the
that, you're
second
good.
one doesn't.
Oh, if you shield, those are all misses.
Unfortunate. I threw my hammer. My shield only goes to 26. I'm not sure if it needs a beat to
What?
count it there.
Oh,
because-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
That's
threw his
still
weapon, so he's no
That's
longer
still one
two-handed.
less-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
worth the spell slot. Oh, you're out of spell slots.
Well, I have spell slots. I have 2 left.
So you are currently,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
currently at 21. It go down to 20 because you're no longer two-handed combat.
21 is the base. 22 is
21 is the
my
base.
18
So
plus
you're
3.
gonna get hit by 2 successful attacks. If you want to cast shield, it'll reduce it to 1 successful attack.
Very well done. I'll shield it.
Okay. All right. So you are only hit by
Counter spells.
1 successful attack.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
What is
Deimos
the
wasn't very
speed
the
potion?
spell.
The speed potion is just the haste effect, correct?
Oh,
I
so you
believe-
gain 2 H. So you gain
Yeah,
2
you're-
AC.
Yeah, your AC is base 20. What is it? Base 23 right now with the shield. All attacks miss.
Ooh. Mm.
I think
Lovely.
maybe there might have been other attacks that might have missed too, but I don't want to troll through it.
Okay, so
I-
Deimos just fucking wails on your shield spell as
The
he's just
one-
as he's like slamming, and every single strike there is this thunderous echo that riddles through the demiplane as he's like, "Come on, Mattia, come on!" as he's
Yeah,
just
still doesn't
slamming down
matter.
on you. I'm gonna
Still
need
don't matter.
I'm gonna need another Constitution saving throw.
Cons are not the issue right now.
Okay, 15. So you fail, and are going to take. This one has to be second level. 7. God.
yeah.
Awful.
Seven.
3d8
No, I'm
was a
glad
1, a
he's being
4, and a
generous
2.
right now. I'm glad for his generosity, so I'll take it.
He's out of 3rd level spell slots.
Okay.
That's
Fuck
good.
yeah.
I'm
Won't bring him
draining
down.
He's being drained. That's good.
Okay. So,
Hey, you got 2 actions and a bonus action now.
Camaro, I'm gonna need another death saving throw. Okay. Arya.
Alright, bonus action, get that hammer back in my hand.
Then maybe
Alright.
just 2 attacks with your sword so you don't lose your hammer again.
That is true. Okay,
Honestly, no, hold on. You need to fucking hit him so that he drops concentration.
well, I
use
can't
your
move
plus-
closer.
Use your +3 hammer so that you're having a higher bonus, therefore you're more likely to hit. That way you break
That's
the fucking
fair.
fear.
That's fair.
It's so important that you're not afraid here.
Well, yeah.
The disadvantage
Alright.
is a killer.
Yeah.
This fight would already be over if you weren't subject to fear.
Chuck. Well, that's an
God.
actual 1. And just throw the scimitar.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
At least the sword comes back.
Christ almighty. You are just barely
Yeah.
holding on. You have the
I
health,
can't-
but your like spirit is waning with each one of these attacks.
I know
As-
it's a
but as-
spell. The worst part is I know it's a spell. There's nothing I can.
I should also
feasibly do at the
clarify-
moment.
Don't you your normal go-to with attacks is catapult.
It's catapult when I'm, when I have the option to do it. But right now, I'm
Please.
focused on
Well,
protection.
no, your
So-
saves are fucking awful. I guarantee
Yeah.
that's not worth trying.
And yeah, that basically was action, bonus action, and dang it, yeah. Move up.
Deimos is just looking on as he just looks at the unconscious Akamero and looks to you as he just looks and he says, "Truly, this is pathetic for the killers of
How about you
Phobos."
take off that fear? How about you get rid of that fear and we'll talk about it, huh?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. Persuasion. Okay, persuasion. That's normal. Okay. Okay, please don't be bad. That could have been better, but
A child of
an advantage. I'm
fear
family.
should not tremble in the face of fear.
now great. Now I'm getting lectured.
This is
A lecture now.
this is hard to watch.
Truly awful.
I really should have taken like a restoration spell. That would have been fucking grand.
You know, I am
I
considering
consider
something
going
like
with
you
extra.
guys.
28, 22, crit.
Oh frick.
So does a
there's no
28
thunder
hit?
damage.
No, with a shield it don't. Or no, hold on, with a shield.
that is true.
It would.
Shield's
No,
gonna
no,
be-
He's
You have-
also,
no,
he's
you
also
have to-
once
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
he's also once
Get through his
again
hand.
thrown both of his weapons.
No, oh, sorry, with the
No,
shield.
one came back. One always comes back. The
The,
sword comes
the,
back
ring-
always,
the
no
scimitar
matter
always
what.
comes back, but because your Warhammer
The
doesn't
hammer
come
does
back,
not.
you lose
I
your two
wish he
weapon
wasn't-
defense.
Either
It's
way, you're getting
fine.
those 2
That's
hits.
right.
It's not worth using shield.
Yeah, it's not worth using shield because the only ones that are gonna hit you base is the 28 and the 32.
28 in the-
Okay, so
I guess that's true. I guess we won't use shield
you are going to
then.
be hit with first attack is
7.
21 bludgeoning damage, 7 thunder.
you-
Second attack,
That one thing again.
19
Absorb
plus 8. So 20. So the crit is going to be 27 bludgeoning damage, 10 thunder damage.
Can you still use absorb elements?
I have one more use of it, so yeah.
I
You know
mean,
what? I'm gonna use
might
it.
help.
I'm gonna have to use
I-
a higher level
I would-
slot.
I would wait
Let me
and
see.
drop another shield because your AC is at
That's
just
fair.
the point where you can prevent a lot of hits with a well-timed shield.
Well, that's why I'm using a second
Yeah.
level slot for the absorb elements at the moment.
Oh,
so.
Does anything happen to the
Because I
absorb
can't.
elements if you don't use it?
Yes, if I land a hit, if I don't use
Yeah,
it,
if you land a hit, but
nothing
if you
happens.
don't use it,
if I-
It goes away at the end of turn.
okay,
yeah, it only lasts a turn.
okay.
so we'll use
Yeah,
that,
I
and
was
we'll reduce
I
that
was
10 to
expecting
5.
something debilitating, like I was expecting something debilitating, like you then take that damage or something. Just to
Oh,
sour
nice.
this, just to sour this moment even more. Okay, so
I'm not Akamero, I
take-
don't have the spell.
so you've taken a total
I
of
took a
40
lot.
bludgeoning. You've taken a total of 40 bludgeoning damage, 17 thunder damage.
Divided by 2.
17 divided by 2, so
8.
8. And then
Looking at
another con save, please.
Hey, but you got
concept.
resistance to this.
He was at a third level slots, but he got the fucking seconds. God damn it.
The
So you take
algorithms
another
against it.
11,
So that's down to
11
5.
thunder.
After 5.
Half to 5.
Yeah.
You are being saved by my own personal damage rolls, but I'm
Absorb
being
elements is really good
Your
with this,
damage rolls
with
are
this
still
against
coming
this
through.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You absolutely. If you do not hit this attack and make it good, you're a dead person.
You
I'm
have
dead
to hit.
regardless.
Akamero.
You
and
have
Go
to
ahead
hit.
and roll a death saving throw.
You better succeed.
Please, 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 please.
Okay. Arya.
Is it worth using a healing potion on you?
Yes.
I feel like it.
What?
In what world would
I-
it
so,
not be
okay.
the most useful thing you can do?
Then yeah,
don't-
let's. I have haste. So
Yeah, you have haste, but also, what's the action
And I wanna
economy
go
for
with it.
administering a health potion? Because I know in Baldur's Gate it's like 3. It's a bonus action.
You're the DM.
It's bonus action or actions, what we
I
decided.
think you've gone on
Bonus
record
action
saying
to
bonus
take-
action to roll, full
Okay.
action, full results. I think is what you
Well,
said.
yeah. I was saying that's for drinking your own potion. I was debating on whether or not it was different for administering a potion to another person. I'll
administering
allow.
potion is typically an action, but I have haste, so that's gonna.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll allow the same
deal.
rules. If you want to let him roll, if you want to give him an action, he'll take full healing potion damage, healing potion health. It's actually a mimic. No, if you take a so are you spending an action or a bonus action?
Use your bonus action because even if you
very
roll
well.
max, it's still gonna do. It's still not
Is it
even like
just-
his minimum damage is
How
more
much
than
am I
anything else.
healing? How much am I
But you don't
healing?
have your
Four
hammer,
force.
so you'd want to use your bonus action to
Yeah.
grab the hammer.
Bonus action, I need that hammer. I'm gonna have to use action economy for you, unfortunately.
Okay, I guess. I guess
I
that
need
does
that
work out
hammer.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Sorry,
hammer's
I'm gonna have to
back,
give
that's
you the
bonus
max healing
action.
for this potion.
A full.
Yeah.
A
Damn,
full
plus
Plus
max.
4,
So
eight.
it's 8 plus 2. You're doing the max, right?
I thought we're doing the max, which is 10.
I don't know how much you roll for the freaking max with it.
You don't roll. You just.
Oh,
get the
you
maximum
don't. You
result.
take
Oh,
You don't
okay.
roll, so
I don't
it's
roll. Okay.
2d. So it's 8
10
plus
HP.
4.
Two-
right?
It's
Okay.
2d4 plus 2d4
it's
2d4
2d4
plus
plus
2.
Yeah.
If you have
okay.
dispel magic, I
So
highly
it's 10.
advise using that on me to get that off me. The fear.
We can
And
just
now you
hit
have-
him. I can't stress enough how if we just hit him, we're okay.
Alright,
I
hit,
can only
now you got one
I'm not
action,
covered in fear.
get that hammer at him.
Well, my hammer's in my hand, and it took an action to get him back. So that's the end
okay.
of my turn.
No, you have one more action.
Yeah, you have another action.
My action was to
You also have the
strengthen
ring of
that
free
heal me.
action. I don't know
No,
what
no,
that
that
does
is
for
ranked.
you.
You have haste.
You had doubled move speed with haste, so you didn't have to dash.
I didn't have to dash. That is true. So you're right. I guess we'll
So you
just
got
have
one more action.
disadvantage then.
I need you.
like
I need
Here we
you to
go.
say something
This
for
is
him. If he
it.
hits me,
This
it's
is it
over.
right here.
If he hits me, it's over.
It's gonna be a miss.
Yeah, no kidding. And wisdom.
Quick, pretend to be dead.
That's not how the heck that works. And it would have been a 16. And it still doesn't matter, because I need a natural 20. And the algorithm's against you today.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
hey, we killed Dad. They
You
just
know,
have to deal
I
with us
heavily
later.
misinterpreted the title of. I heavily misinterpreted the title of Ring of Free Action.
Yeah, it's
Helps
not.
with paralysis
Yeah,
and
you just
training.
are able to
Forgive me
move.
for thinking that he was just gonna get a third action he can use.
No, unfortunately not.
Believe it or not, magic items aren't like that powerful all the time.
Aren't- really?
It depends on who you're working with here.
You don't have to make them like super powerful every time, you
If you
know?
have Dispel Magic, now's a good time to reach
Okay,
here.
so
I have to
The-
wait for you to survive his turn.
so
That
the
is
war.
true.
So Deimos, then, he's going to spend his turn making his way over here.
Could
He's
Arya
going to
walk away
make-
from me?
How much
We'll
movement
deal
did
with
you
it
have
when we
left
spend
after?
it.
How much movement did you have left after doing that?
I think that costs 45.
From there, there.
You have
50.
another 10 feet of movement. If you step away from me, we're not both in the line of fire of the
There.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Now we're.
You're both still within reach, so he literally doesn't have to move. to hit
Oh
you
no,
back.
my concern is the thunder wave at the end.
Mm.
Isn't that a 10
Okay.
foot radius?
All right, so he's gonna start attacking Arya first.
15
Arya,
feet.
please shield, please shield, please shield.
21.
Yep.
Okay, don't need it.
22
wasn't
Yeah,
hit.
I don't need a shield. That's
Crit.
22 because
Unnecessary.
Silver guards,
Ah.
silver guards.
Oh!
Silver barbs.
Okay.
Oh,
31.
Okay, if you shield, it's not a crit.
Yeah. Shield.
If you shield, it's not a crit.
It's not a crit regardless.
Okay, I'm gonna use
It's
a
not a
second
crit
one to
now.
slash it.
Because it's a
23.
crit is a 32. He rolled a 19.
That 22 is
Right
gonna
now, crit is a
hit.
33.
Okay.
As long
Okay.
as
Should
your
I
base is
just?
up.
Do you want me to shield the
Okay.
22? I'm gonna
No,
shield the
no,
22.
no. No,
Okay,
you have a
so-
AC of 23 right now.
23, yeah.
24 with your weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, so Arya, you take 20 bludgeoning damage and 5 thunder damage.
20 bludgeoning. Ooh. Oh no.
Yeah, you're down.
Yeah.
I was
Ugh.
really hoping that was gonna save you, and it didn't.
Okay.
I
So
could have used not even a thunder weight, not even
But-
absorb with
Oh,
a
Someone
Haste.
has advantage.
you have
haste
advantage
is
on your
dropped,
death save.
right? Because of haste is no longer in effect because you're unconscious, correct? The,
It's a
the
potion.
potion
I don't know
comes
how that works. I
I
think it's
think
a
it
couple minutes.
lasts. It lasts a full minute, even with.
Okay,
I think he's a
Potion,
really
so it
fast
doesn't
crit.
concentrate.
but
It's
your
required
radiant soul goes
Yes,
away, right?
Radiant soul is gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Radiant
I
soul
think
goes
it's
away.
Gone, and it lasts how long? It doesn't say whether it
Does
finishes
fear go
off
away?
incapacity.
Fear,
Fear
I
will
don't
go
think
away.
goes away because fear is
Crazy.
still being concentrated. So he can wake up and
Crazy.
still be feared.
Deimos is gonna keep on concentrating on that? That's what I'm
It
hearing?
And then Akamero,
It doesn't say
Deimos
whether or
turns
not
to
I lose
you,
it.
just now waking up, prone on the ground, and he's gonna make melee attacks with advantage. This last melee attack with advantage, because you're prone.
Oh fuck! Okay, so I'm dead.
Yeah,
It's over?
Unless we could death save.
27.
Yeah.
The-
You don't even need to roll damage. I'm down. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's over.
Okay. So he looks down at you and he says, Phobos' children. Such a disappointment. And he slams down and knocks you unconscious. 2 vestiges are now gone.
We don't get a
I
death
fucking
save
guessed
here.
it.
Didn't we
I
fail
didn't
save all of
even
them?
get it for a fucking session.
We
They
fail
were
saved all
fail
of them.
saved by Vecna.
Yeah. Return
I mean,
to
we're
sender.
down, we're not outright dead, but it doesn't mean he's gonna, let us live.
They instantly teleport to the fucking was it Cirilla?
I think that's who that would make sense.
We did make that contingency, didn't we?
The vestiges
Echo
have fail saves, so
safeguarded
instantly teleport to Cirilla, I think.
Cirilla, we made a
Vecna
fail
did that
safe.
before we
I
got
think
into the fight.
Morgan discussed that with her. We discussed those.
Did that happen?
Come to think of it, that would I will say I'm so sorry, Brom. That was done before we got this Brenham's vestige, I think.
I'm gonna kill you.
But we got that from Sutton. Didn't that get cast on Sutton? 'Cause Sutton
The
was also
vestige being placed on it was not put on Sutton, I think. It was just put on Akamaro's vestige. Or not Akamaro's
So I
vestige.
do-
Was it put on
Why wouldn't
Arya's
we put
vestige?
it on?
And Morgan's
Sutton
vestige?
was just as likely to die.
I know my vestige would
If we had the ability to
disappear.
fail safe, then we absolutely would have. I
Sutton
could've
was
put a
just
Glyph
as
of
likely to die.
I mean, we killed her father. You know, the uncle was just a bonus to that.
Well, we're dead.
Would have been a bonus. So yeah, we're
Deimos
definitely
doesn't have
dead. I don't think he's
counterspell.
gonna give us.
So
I think they. I mean, like, I don't know. We never said anything about Sutton's, but that was an NPC.
Looks
I will
like,
say if it I believe it was part of Erud's original contingency, or at least it was either Erud's or Arya's like agreement with Vecna. I'm just thinking about whether or not those would have all gone away because Vecna died.
The
Or if it's
actual
bec-
spell is not concentration or anything. It's a fire and forget.
Okay.
the what
The
resurrection?
glyph of warding
The
doesn't
contin-
go away if it
There's
Uh,
a spell called contingency that does like this exact thing.
but did
I don't
Vecna
think it's
have
official material.
contingency?
Oh, no, that's a 2014 Player's Handbook spell.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
I don't think
it's a 6-level spell. It's
Vecna would have had. Let me verify if Vecna had contingency.
Vecna
Well,
has
we
everything.
asked, so
We
I
didn't
sure
have
hope
that?
we did.
Vecna would have had.
That was
would
a
have
part
had,
of our contingency.
I mean, with the way Ghost of Warding work, they honestly kind of work better than contingency.
Okay.
It's a 6th level, you said?
Yeah,
Okay, he doesn't have it. Let me look at Glyph of Warding. Glyph of Warding.
he would just have to uncast
Uh,
Glyph of Warding to cast any spell that would teleport the object.
Yeah, it's just it's I'm seeing whether or not Vecna's any of Glyph of Warding's Vecna would have gone away after he died. Like if they dispel after the caster dies.
I don't believe they do.
They wouldn't make sense.
And plus, if that
Otherwise-
worked, and plus, if that was how it worked, the ones that explode when he died wouldn't have done that.
True.
Mhm.
Unless, well, I mean, the trigger.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing
Uh-huh.
here saying that the caster has to be alive.
Okay. So then, yeah, they would go to then 2 vestiges plop into Cirilla's hands.
Which is a really good warning sign that we need help.
yeah.
Unfortunately, you're in a fucking demi play.
Oh yeah.
There is no helping
No.
us.
And,
Fuck.
We're
oh,
dead. Our
so
spells are gonna be mounted on a
I'd like
wall.
to point out a ruling that I specifically looked for that is in Demiplane's description. If there are any
Yeah.
creatures in the Demiplane as it ends, they are stuck inside the Demiplane unless they decide to be shunted out of the Demiplane. Because you are unconscious, you won't be able to make that decision. So you are
That's
banking on the fact that Deimos pulls you out of the Demiplane before it is turned off.
We're honest. The only way this goes bad for us is if we're stuck here.
Or if we
Yeah.
get
Or, sorry, the
throttled.
only way this goes bad for us is if we miss the fight. I actually can't be stuck
And
here.
are
I
now
have the resources
prisoners
to
of
get out.
and now are prisoners of Ares.
If I stabilize, I can get myself out of here.
We're unconscious.
With my
we're not
own
outright
demi
dead
plane.
Oh, a demi-plane in a demi-plane.
Demi-ception.
I would love to roll death saving throws.
Oh, God.
Actually,
We're doing
yeah,
that
go
now.
ahead. So you both go
Oh,
back
yeah.
unconscious. Let's roll Death saving throws.
Can we roll these public since that's all we're doing?
Sure. Let's go
Alright,
one
you-
after the other. So let's start with Akamaro.
Mario went down for no.
Well, that sucks.
Oh no.
Well,
Okay.
that's gonna suck
Aria,
for
you
me
have
if I
advantage.
survive
Two
this.
dead. That's two fails.
two
I do not have
fails.
advantage. I have...
Anthony, go ahead and roll a death
You have
saving throw.
advantage. Yeah, you have advantage. You have
You have
advantage.
advantage from silvery barbs.
Yeah, this is the nat 20 we needed. This is the nat 20 we needed. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Wait, how do you have
Uh,
silvery barbs? What?
I silver
That
barbs
move.
the last attack on
Oh.
Arya.
Okay.
Giving her
It
advantage.
gives an advantage to. Yeah.
Come on. This is. Come on, give me
Okay.
another
Again?
one.
Roll again.
Come on. Okay.
That's
Okay,
it's good.
so-
It's good. We take that.
So two fails to Akamaro, one success to Arya. Akamaro, go ahead and roll again.
you sure you don't put that GM, buddy? It's gonna be really bad. I don't.
I do not
I
want this to
see
die.
Oh,
Shit. Yeah, that's no good. Ooh,
Holy fuck.
that's bad. This is bad for me.
Okay.
If Arya is able to stabilize, she can grab Akamaro and get out of there.
if
I
you roll a
stay-
nat
Where are
20, if you just stabilize,
Yeah,
like,
if you
I'm stuck
in
here.
order for
Oh,
them to be
fuck.
able to do so, they'd have to stabilize now.
with
Yeah.
a nat
Yeah.
20.
So
With the nat 20,
Arya,
I'd get to
go
1
ahead and
HP.
roll a natural. Go ahead and roll a natural 20, please. Okay.
Oh dear.
So one
That's a
success. So
fail.
one success, one failure.
Success, one fail.
Go ahead and roll again. Two successes.
Two successes. We need a nat 20.
A nat 20.
Go again.
Thanks, God.
Third success.
Down.
So
That's zero.
Arya is stabilized. Akamaro is dead. Okay.
That's not good.
So I will have to think about that for the next week.
What? I don't even get a death monologue.
You're just dead. Sorry.
I mean, what are your last thoughts, huh? Before the party.
Now you
I-
got a week to think about your death.
There will be something. Let me clarify. This can be the end for Akamaro. It doesn't have to be.
Now you
I'm
get a
debating-
pact with the
I'm-
Raven Queen.
I'm debating.
It happens all the time.
I'm debating in my head right now.
Sounds like quite the debate. It's a debacle.
It's gonna take me a while. So I will get back to you all probably the next session.
Alright.
Next session I will have things for that Spencer and Anthony, the two of you, can do during this time. And I'll have to go back into this VOD to verify how long this actually takes. Because my original interpretation of this was going to be it was a time stop. Essentially, this all was happening within a time stop, which is why I had you all do it now.
Makes sense that we plain screw that place.
But instead we are in a demiplane, so this is happening in real time.
Yep.
So think about it a bit more. It's not a definite yes, but I will think about it. In the meantime, thank you guys for coming out to the session for tonight. I will see you, Dimitri, tomorrow.
Oh, hi.
Tomorrow.
Oh
I'm
yes,
sorry for
I'm
your
gonna go
loss,
crazy.
brother.
This is what I
And-
get for making cool characters.
Because
Yo,
I'm thinking,
the
I'm debating about
sadness-
it. Let me end the stream just so I can say my piece about the internal
Everybody-
conflict in my head.
Okay.